The name Fisokuhle Ntuli has become shorthand in KwaZulu-Natal for a period in which contract killings, political violence, and brazen street executions sharpened public fear and tested South African policing. This is the story of how one man, accused by prosecutors of being at the center of a network of hired killers, rose from the margins of local crime to the dock, and how his cases rippled into some of the country's highest-profile investigations.
Umfana wokuqala uNtuli uphuma osuthu ugwetshwa iminyaka odilika jela kwawu6 wabulala ngisho ikhansela uNyembe kaNongoma. So kulaba bantu mazi kahle ugwetshwe odilika jela abayisithupha kodwa usakwelinye icala lokubulala.
It began, according to court records and police accounts, with a string of murders in 2016 and the years that followed. Ntuli was eventually linked to at least 6 confirmed murders in KwaZulu-Natal, among them the killing of an ANC ward councillor and a cluster of executions that left families devastated and communities terrified.
As General Nkani laid bare the frustrations of his team regarding the prosecuting of some cases, Nkani testified that persons accused of serious crimes would be granted bail and while they are on bail, commit other offences. He lambasted the courts for not taking seriously the risk that these individuals would have on society and painted a picture those persons could do as they wish. Cases involving Fisokuhle Ntuli, who is accused number 5 in the Senzo Meyiwa murder trial, were amongst those flagged.
Fisokuhle Ntuli was arrested, charged, and sentenced on Patfontein Case 50 of June 2016 for 4 times attempted murder charges. He appealed and was granted bail. Whilst on bail, he was arrested and charged on 4 murder cases, as per Nongoma Case 30 of April 2016, 391 2016, also Nongoma, 88 Nongoma, as well as 127 Nongoma, all of them in 2018.
Yes.
And possession of unlicensed firearm, as per Nongoma Case 285 of 2017, and Nongoma Case 147 of 2018 June, that he is alleged to have committed while on appeal.
So this accused is actually charged, convicted, and sentenced. Then he appeals. He's granted bail while he's awaiting his appeal. And in that period, manages to commit 4 more murders. That
is correct.
In the Meyiwa case, Ntuli is accused of having telephonic communication with Senzo Meyiwa's then-girlfriend Kelly Malo. Is also said to have been the man who drove the getaway car.
There are multiple factors that lead to bails mostly being awarded inappropriately, because for one of the reasons for granting bail should be the community safety and community safety put forward at all costs. But it looks like the factors that are honestly hindering this protection of the communities as per the right to bail, because that should always be emphasized, whether safety of the community or danger of the community. But in most cases, it looks like we have been choosing danger to community. What are the factors? We've got political pressure, which is a problem, and political interference in the justice cluster. So decisions are taken under pressure. And with this allegation, the commission will have a field day trying to verify all this information, because once one applies for a bail, the magistrate should always verify if this person has not been through the process again, and if this person was granted bail, whether they have committed another crime. Because the minute you commit crime one on bail, that the warrant of arrest should be issued. That bail is terminated with immediate effect, and you are now arrested. But it looks like the allegations suggest otherwise.
Well, Nkani told that this also leads to delays in investigations.
Police said his arrest and conviction were welcome relief, but investigators also warned that the full tally of victims may never be known. His conviction in the eZikalini Regional Court was a watershed moment. In separate rulings, Ntuli was found guilty on multiple counts of murder and was handed a string of life sentences. Media reporting later described the sentence as 6 life terms plus additional years, a punishment meant to reflect the scale and brutality of the crimes attributed to him. Prosecutors framed the convictions as not merely retribution, but as a pivot point for police to close cold files and to dislodge organized hit crew networks that they said operated across provincial boundaries. But the courtroom drama did not end with the verdict. Ntuli has also been implicated in other, higher-profile matters, notably his connection to the murder investigation of Senzo Meyiwa, the celebrated former Bafana goalkeeper, whose killing in 2014 shocked the nation. Ntuli has appeared as an accused in that Pretoria trial, and his presence there raised uncomfortable questions about links between contract killers and celebrity cases, about how suspects move between jurisdictions, and about the capacity of the criminal justice system to manage dangerous, high-risk defendants. Throughout the trials, reports emerged of the logistical challenges of holding a suspect like Ntuli behind bars. At various points, judges and lawyers raised concerns about his health, the conditions of detention, and security risks, underscoring the practical difficulties courts face when trying to ensure both the safety of accused persons and the integrity of proceedings that attract intense public scrutiny. In one hearing, a judge ordered medical attention after Ntuli complained of illness. In another, questions were raised about communications and alleged contacts while in custody. Those episodes fed a broader narrative of legal complexity and the strain placed on correctional facilities. The ripple effects of the Ntuli cases were felt beyond the courtroom. Political parties and community leaders used the convictions to spotlight a wider scourge of political violence in KwaZulu-Natal, murders of councillors and activists that have long marred local democracy. Police spokespeople framed Ntuli's removal from the streets as a necessary step, but cautioned that organized contract killings often involve networks, handlers, and financiers whose apprehension is much harder to achieve. The conviction gave investigators leads, but it did not erase the anxieties those killings created in contested townships and on municipal streets. For families of the victims, the legal milestones brought a mixture of relief and unresolved grief. Sentencing may close a chapter legally, but the human fallout endures. Bodies to bury, children to raise without fathers, communities coping with the persistent fear that violence can return. In the public discourse, Ntuli's story became a lens through which South Africans confront the intersections of criminal entrepreneurship, political contestation, and the weaknesses of policing in certain provinces. As the cases continue to evolve, with appeals, transfers between facilities, and lingering investigations into other suspected murders, two clear realities remain. First, the courts showed they could secure convictions in some of the region's most dangerous crimes. Second, the conditions that enabled contract killings in KwaZulu-Natal, poverty, factional politics, corrupt networks, and the demand for hired violence remain stubborn challenges. The Ntuli files provide a window into both the victories and the unfinished work of a justice system stretched thin. In the end, the story of Fisokuhle Ntuli is not just the story of one accused hitman. It is a portrait of a province wrestling with violent economies of power, of families seeking closure in crowded courtrooms, and of a justice system attempting to answer not only who pulled the trigger, but who ordered the shot. As investigations into linked cases continue, and as courts hear appeals and motions, the hope of victims and the demand of the public remain the same, that the truth be fully revealed and that accountability reach beyond a single name on a docket.
Please let us know what do you think of this story in the comment section. If you made it this far, I assume you enjoyed the video. Please like the video and subscribe to our channel for more videos like this. Thank you for watching.